This is Ralph Greenwood, and welcome to the first episode ever of The Car Barn, where we're going to be working on rolling stock and doing all kinds of things. So, here in this episode, we're going to take these Wabash Bachmann hoppers. These are a Bachmann product that have the Rapido couplers on them. And we're going to switch these out. We're going to switch these to micro trains. So hey, and I'm going to show you the list of materials. That list of materials, I will use that throughout the whole series. So in this one we'll have a materials list. On the other episode, next episode, it won't be there. We'll cut straight into it. So let's get going. Now, the tools that you're going to need include, but are not necessarily limited to, what I'm going to show you here. I've got a little 1x4 block of wood. I've got a weight from a car here. This is from a caboose I was working on. I've got some toothpicks. I've got a Sharpie. I've got a number 1, I believe that's a number 1, X-Acto knife, brand new blade in it, putty knife. I've got a set of precision screwdrivers. And I got a pair of needle nose pliers, and I got another smaller pair of craft pliers that I use. I've got a pair of tweezers, and I got a file set. These are small files. I predominantly use the flat file like this, your square flat file. I've also got a brass brush to clean the file out with, especially if you're filing plastic, because it has a tendency to gum up your files. I've got a pin vise. I've got some small drill bits here. I've got my square, my little ruler there if I need it. And, you know, may not necessarily need this, but I do have a set of calipers here. So those are the tools. Okay, this is what I'm replacing. This is for most of my, these are roller bearing trucks with short extension magnetic couplers. Okay, these short extensions are mainly for like 40-foot box cars. Maybe some of your 50-footers will use them. It just depends on where your wheel placement is on the car. They also come with adaptive bolsters, so they can fit Atlas, Concord, and a couple of others. There's a couple of other, and I'll be showing those to you as we go along. Okay, all right, we got that. All right, here we are. This is a Wabash. This is a Bachmann product. I had one that I've had forever. As a matter of fact, and it's this one here. This is the first one that I did the other day. So now, first we'll take our micro trains and put it side by side. I think I've used short extensions on this other car, and it worked okay. With my curves, none of my curves are very sharp, so it works okay. But you know, a medium extension might work better for you. Who knows? Okay, so first thing, got to take our old trucks off. And these Bachmanns, they have a little bolster screw. This is hard to do because I'm trying to get you guys in the light here where you can see. Get my hand flat enough. Okay. Just undo these screws, and I save these screws. I save them. We'll get both of these off of here. I do like the screws because, I'll tell you what, some of these plastic bolster pins, when it got very cold up here, I'm in the upstairs of my house, and in the cold weather, sometimes they fell out or snapped, which a screw would never do that. Okay, now, take a look real close. Okay, you'll see there's this fit on there. Okay, like so. Okay, now this microtrains has a smaller hole. Okay, see that there? It's not going to fit over that. Now, microtrains suggest using a drill bit and enlarging this hole, like I think it's like a 9/64 it says to use. And I don't like the idea of using that. I think that reduces the wall of this so much. So, we take and cut off this there. See, like that. I cut that off about flush. Then I'm going to take my file. Okay. Just kind of dress it up. Okay, and then you might want to take your knife, go in this hole, and just kind of get the flash off of there from where you cut it. Okay, now, in your package of the microtrains trucks, you will have a little bushing. It looks like this. This is for Concord. This bushing that's right above my thumbnail here. Now here's what I did, because if you put this coupler on here and you use this bolster, if you use these bolster screws, there is a lot of slack in it. Your truck will wiggle back and forth, and you don't want that. You want stability. And this is one way that you'll do it. And see this? This is the bolster screw. And I just barely turned this little bushing onto the screw. See what I did? Okay. Because there's like a round part to this bushing, and then there's like a part that's almost like hex shaped, like a nut. What we want to do is we want to take our X-Acto knife and cut that little hex shape off of there. So we're going to lay it down on the workbench. And it'll go flying, and we don't care, as long as our part that we want to keep goes flying. Get that edge right. Make sure you got your sharp side down. Push down. Okay, see, now we've got that little bearing on there. Okay. And I know this seems monotonous, but it does work. I did it with this other one. Look at this other one. Look at these. Okay, they turn freely, but look, when I hit them from side to side, they don't bounce around. Okay. Okay. put this, get this little bearing in your needle nose. Next, take your screwdriver and you're going to tighten down that screw. All the way. I got a little farther to go. You want the head of this screw to seat right on top of it. It's just about there. Just about. Okay. See how that is? I've got that little bearing on there. And that's going to help. That's going to help my Microtrains truck be more stable. Okay. Now we're going to drop this in here. Okay. You can see here that little screw I put in there, it's seated all the way, and that little bearing is inside of there. So that's taking up the slack so that this isn't rocking back and forth. Right in the hole, there we go. Hold it down with the screwdriver. I'll start threading in. Okay, now I need to back off some. Okay. There, that screw is in there right. See, there's very little play. There's very little play back and forth. Before, this thing was wobbling all over the place. It was going back and forth. Since I put that little bushing in there, see, and I've got plenty of clearance. I'm not bumping into anything here. Even if there were ladders there, I don't think that they would be getting in the way. Well, it does have the ladders on it. Oh, it's on the other end. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do any curves that sharp. Let's see, you guys see how that works. And I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to get the other one done, and we'll be right back. Okay, here it is. We've got both of those on there. Both of them turn freely. Takes nothing at all to turn them. They're not wobbling back and forth. Okay. So we're going to put this on here and see how it does on a track. That's rolling pretty good. I don't feel like those wheels are rubbing against anything. It feels like it's rolling pretty smooth. So that's the way I do it. I take that Concore, this little Concore bushing right here. You want to take that and cut off the little hex end. That's for Bachmann. These are for Bachmann cars that use the bolster screws. You know, unless you want to use the 9/64 drill bit and drill on these Microtrains trucks, which I don't see any need to do that. But these are working good. Hey, these two hoppers are running awfully good. So hey, you guys join me next time on the Car Barn, and we're gonna be I don't know, I'll come up with something. We'll be doing all kinds of stuff for rolling stock. So, guys, take it easy. See you later.